Hello and welcome to Every Quarter. This is episode number 21 and the date is 25th January 2024. So, in this episode, I want you to imagine investing as sailing on the open sea. Without a defined course, you are at the mercy of the winds and the currents, and you will potentially drift away from your desired destination. So this is where a definite investment strategy becomes very important because it will act as an anchor. It will keep you grounded and it will keep you on track towards your desired financial goals. And that's what I want us to discuss briefly in this episode. And to do that, I have a video excerpt that I got from Minority Mindset. So, Minority Mindset is a podcast, it's a channel that you find on YouTube. It is run by a gentleman by the name of Jaspreet Singh. He talks about personal finance and investments. And I would encourage you to check out his channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description to this video. But for now, I want us to focus on this particular excerpt from this video where he talks about investment strategy and the different kinds of investors that you can be. He basically asked us a question: what sort of investor do we want to be? So let's listen in.
Thing you have to decide is what type of investor do you want to be? Do you want to be more of a passive investor or do you want to be more of an active investor? An active investor is what I call somebody who is now actively investing in individual companies, where now you're researching the company, you're investing in this company for the long term, and you're going to keep up with this company. A passive investor is where now you set up a system where every week, every 2 weeks, or every month, you're just buying more of the funds, whether it's ETFs, mutual funds, or index funds. You're just buying more of these funds no matter what's happening, and this is consistent, it's passive, and it's automatic. Now, you don't have to pick one. I have both, a passive investing system and an active investment system where now I'm looking for individual companies to invest in. And I also have a system where every Wednesday I have money that's leaving my checkings account that's automatically invested into my portfolio of ETFs. And this happens no matter what, whether the market's up, whether the market's down, whether we're in a market crash, whether we're in a market boom. This strategy does not change. I guess the only time it might change is if you go through a market crash. Maybe I'll buy more, but that's it. This is where you have to find the right strategy for you, for how involved you want to be as an investor. Now,
Very important. Each one of us as investors should find the right strategy that works for us. I especially like the part where he describes his investment strategy. There's a part where he says every Wednesday, or is it every Tuesday, there's money that leaves his account, and is invested in the different assets that make up his portfolio. Quite an interesting investment strategy, and one that I identify with. I remember I had a similar investment strategy in 2023. It didn't matter what was happening, whether the markets were up, whether the markets were down. Specifically for bonds, it didn't matter whether the cutoff price was going down or the cutoff price was going up. Every month of 2023, whether I was happy, whether I was sad, a determined percentage of my income was set aside for investing. It happened every single month of 2023. And that's the kind of strategy that I want to continue with even in 2024. That's not to say that's the only strategy that is out there, but that's only to emphasize the importance of deliberately choosing a strategy that works for you and committing to it. And what that does, it cuts through the noise. It helps you focus. It brings a lot of clarity to you and your decision making as an investor. Instead of reacting to every headline, you are able to commit to a specific course of action month in, month out. Okay. And that really helps you improve your performance as an investor, because it helps you in decision making. Your decisions will align with your long-term objectives, and you will not be swayed by speculation that happens in the market, by speculation that happens on social media. You will stay true to your investment philosophy or investment strategy, and that is what we each need to adopt. We each need to adopt and execute a very definite investment strategy. Okay, I hope you got something from this. Let me hear what you have to say about everything strategy. I would want to hear the kind of investment strategies um, that you have set for yourself for the year 2024. Until next time, when I share on a different topic, it's bye from me.